What's up, everybody? Welcome to Violent Cinema Review. I'm Christian.
And I'm Goblin.
So we are doing a review of a new film order release that is about to come out. Let Goblin kind of do little details on it.
So it's Slave Dolls and it's starring Jacob B. Green, David Sojan, and Brandy X, also written and directed by David and Jacob, who I've also seen Fantasies, and I think that's about all of their work that I've seen so far, but I do want to check out more of the new film order library. But it's
Yeah, like
basically,
Vampire Nymphets.
yeah, like that one that you own because you collect everything on DVD by every company ever.
Not everything.
Yeah, it's basically about sex trafficker who finds women and sends them to this evil doctor who basically tries to turn them into real life sex dolls, I suppose, or basically slave dolls by through means of like torture and intimidation and abuse and violence and genital mutilation and fun stuff.
Yeah, it's kind
But
of like a
it
boot
does,
camp in a
yeah,
way.
but it kind of also delves into like the dark side of the dark web in general of like sex trafficking, but also there's like drug use that's involved as well. But it's basically a very dark sort of piece.
hmm And the way it's shot, it goes with that dark tone. Like a lot of it's like the completely black, but you can still see the very close focus on the hands and but really well lit. So but still completely pitch black behind you. So really well shot. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. It looks really good. Like it's not a bad movie to look at at all
Hmm.
until you get to the snuff sections. So the copy that we saw that we actually got from Jacob himself is a screener copy. It's not fully finished, fully edited. He said there are some scenes that are going to be changed. So we don't really want to talk too much about what's in it because I don't know what's going to be changed exactly. But it
hmm
has, puke and piss and genital mutilation and baby snuff and people eating dog food out of bowls.
Yeah.
And
And
just rampant
unsimulated
drug
dildo play.
use.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, full on penetration. I mean,
Yeah.
it is kind of a sick movie. It does kind of harken back. A lot of it reminded me of like Tumbling Doll of Flesh or Niku Daruma, and or even the beginning with like Suicide Dolls, how like the last 10 minutes of that with the dolls, how Suicide Dolls kind of plays into that.
The best part of Suicide Dolls.
The only part that's like you should just skip the whole movie and just watch that at the end. Because fuck Suicide Dolls.
Yeah, the defilement of the girl felt very real. And you could tell that's why, I think sometimes adding the real penetration and the real thing adds to that aspect because if you don't, you just don't really feel for her. But that one definitely felt it felt a bit of like a BDSM film.
Yeah, like it's definitely not a porno movie or pornography in any sort of the way other than like the real penetration, but it is for the use of the story of like they're trying to break this woman down to like
Right.
make her be obedient and
It doesn't feel like just it's just thrown in just to be there.
yeah, it's definitely part of the story and definitely part of her character arc, which does, spoilers doesn't always end so well.
Yeah, no, I generally love this film, and I'm excited to see what they do in the final cut. Definitely be picking up.
Yeah, I talked to Jacob before we did this review because I told him we had watched it, we're going to review it, and he said that they should have the final cut ready soon, and that by the end of April, pre-order should be available for the fun like DVD copy, the finished version. So I'll be happy to check that out as well and kind of compare it to this one and see what they changed and what's different. But in my opinion, not a lot had to be changed on this one. I could, there's some things that could be cleaned up or, shortened and whatnot, but overall it was a very enjoyable watch for as
Yeah,
fucked up as it is.
I found I like the pacing a lot, and there's moments that maybe felt like it was long, but I think that kind of added to it because it had that suspense and that build and that eerie tone, so it kind of matched very well.
Yeah. It's very like a dark looking movie, even though it is lit very well, but it just feels
Yeah.
like dark, underground, grimy. You're stuck in this room with this gross person. Like,
It reminded me a bit of difficulty breathing, but in the opposite of where it's like a male character instead of the female character, and then and also like yeah, it's obviously way more issues.
yeah. But yeah, I would have to give it, the 3.7 out of 4.5. So
No, I definitely give it a high rating. I have a hard time rating stuff because there's too much to base it on and other things, and
Yeah. It's
it
like
takes. I
what
feel
it
like you
did
have to
do,
be.
it's well, but I don't feel like it's going to be like the next, extreme genre pushing, like, but I
No, but
think
there.
it was well done for being like an indie extreme film.
Oh, 100%. And it definitely falls into a lot of the people that are doing that. But there's, I mean, really think about it, there's only really a handful that are really kind of pushing that envelope,
And are
Jack
doing it
Mulvin
well.
Terry and Daniel
Daniel.
Valiant and obviously David and Jacob.
Yeah.
And then Bill Kate does some really good stuff,
Yeah. Stephen
Filthy,
Byron.
keeps pushing some gross stuff out.
Yeah, I do want to say that if you've noticed, we haven't been putting out a lot of content lately. We're also kind of working on projects behind the scenes. Like I know Bones has a lot of things lined up for shorts and ideas and releases and stuff, and I know you do as well, and I'm working on stuff.
Yeah.
So, but we're gonna try to get more consistent.
Well, I took the new year to also kind of prepare myself and set myself up. I'd set up a whole new channel like this Violent Cinema Review, got the intro all going, got some stuff organized, just kind of got my office all reset up, upgraded myself. Kind of wanted to do this so I don't set myself up for failure, but set up a good foundation and so I can tackle this shit and really give you guys some good content.
Yeah, so we got more stuff coming soon. We really appreciate you watching today. Give a like, subscribe, thumbs up, whatever people fucking do on YouTube. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's Slave Dolls. I would definitely check it out. Again, pre-orders will be announced soon, hopefully. And yeah, do you have anything else you
Uh,
want to add about this?
no, I say actually, I mean, the whole new film order production group is all good. Like I
Yeah.
say, just go ahead and pick up everything you can before it all sells out and your butt hurt because it's hard to find a copy. No,
Yeah,
this is
no, I
good.
mean I liked
Small
Fantasies a
label,
lot. I
so
liked Fluid or Doll Fluids a lot. Split was really good. So like I'm really
hmm.
excited to see where these guys go in the future. Like just the whole new film order group as a whole.
Yeah, and they're not afraid to push the boundaries.
Not at all. And we need that. We need more people pushing boundaries.
Hmm. Push.
For Violent Cinema Reviews, I'm Goblin,
And I'm Christian.
and we will see you
In
later.
hell.
In hell. Yeah, no, we'll see you in hell. Bye.